Hi, I'm Marie, and welcome to my YouTube channel, MBC Lifestyles Diary. I live in New York, and I love to entertain and cook. I love fashion, and I love going to cultural events. I'm asking you to join me on this adventure. Please subscribe and like if you want more content. So the point of a dinner party is to have fun, not to get caught up in all of this and what you have or don't have. I've done another table setting with just all white plates and different glasses, but it still represents the same thing. There's going to be a soup course, there's going to be salad, and there's going to be a main course. I will be serving wine and champagne. The water glass is still there. And yes, there will be dessert because you see the coffee cup. So that's basically it. I just did the contrast. I jazzed it up with my napkin, gave that a little sparkle. But the key is you can set any way that you like because you're doing this for enjoyment. But this is just the basis to work from. Use colored glasses. Don't use stemware. The world is your oyster. But this is just to give, because when your guests walk in and they see that place setting, they know immediately, oh, it's going to be a 3-course meal. Okay? That's what it's telling them. And you want to sit someplace that's pleasant and enjoyable. So next up, let's talk about wine. So basically I said I'm starting the evening off with the drink called Kir Royale. And I've chosen the champagne, extra dry. And what that really means is it's not sweet. It's not sweet. So, which is why a dash of the cassis in it will make it taste that much better, and it's to open up the appetite. So that I will serve in the living room with my cheese and fruit plate and the garlic shrimp that I prepared. Once people come to sit for dinner, and for dinner I'm serving a rosé. And most people would say rosé, oh, that's for brunch and the summer. It's my house. If I like drinking rosé with salmon, I'm going to have rosé with salmon. And some people are very particular about the glass. So this glass is a good glass for white wine or rosés. But this is the glass that I have for my formal table setting, and that's the glass I'm going to use. And for after dinner, I'm going to have port, fortified wine, because it's nice and sweet and strong. And it's called fortified wine because usually there's brandy added to it. And fortified wine and wine such as port have the highest alcoholic content, just so you know. To talk about wine, it's a whole course unto itself, but I'll give you the broad explanation. Yes, there's red and white. The red means that it's been processed with the skin, the seeds, and the stem. There's the phrase called tannin, and that refers to the dryness of the wine or the pucker power. Makes your mouth feel like you have astringent in it. And one of the reasons that they serve red wine at room temperature and it's not chilled is because the cold will make the wine taste bitter, will make the tannins stronger. White wine has much less tannin, so you tend to get a lighter, crisper taste. And that's because white wine is processed without the skins, without the seeds. And red wine, that's one of the reasons why they like to have it aged, because the tannins get softer, more mellow, becomes a more full-bodied wine. and it goes with heavier meals, spicy or meat dishes. It's a substance. And when you're talking about red wine, when you refer to Pinot Noir or Malbec or Merlot, you're really talking about the grape from which it's made. And the same thing goes for white wine. You're referring to the grape, Pinot Gris, Sauvignon Blanc, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the grape is white or green. It can come from a black grape, but the skin is not in it, and that's where rosé comes in. Rosé means that it's processed for a bit with the skin till it gets its color, and then that process is stopped, which is why it's kind of a favorite of mine, especially with fish. And port is made from the Tortuga grape in Portugal, and as I said before, it's usually also classified as a fortified wine because brandy. So basically, you've seen how I'm going to set my table. You know the guests I'm going to invite. You've seen my menu plan and the wine I'm going to serve. So please join me next time where I cook the dishes and present.